Hi, today we're going to understand how you can streamline the process of generating invoices for your business with the help of this Google document that you see on screen and a Google Sheet as the database. So basically in this Google document, we can see that there are certain elements which we have put inside double curly brackets on both the sides. So like client name, client company, client address, there are so many fields which have been placed inside double curly brackets on both sides. These are the exact fields which will be fetching from a database and will be replacing and automating the process of generating the files on its own. So basically, I also have a Google Sheet wherein I have put the client name, client company, and all the fields that you have seen that has been put inside double curly brackets over here. And I've added some rows of information in each of these specific information. So what exactly we'll be doing is I'll be fetching the values for each of these fields one by one for every row, and I'll be replacing those values onto this document, and I'll be generating a PDF file out of it. So basically in one click we'll be generating three PDF files utilizing all the information from the database and replacing that information onto this Google document and generating a PDF file. So invoice number that is put over here will be fetched from this invoice number column. Similarly, date will be fetched from the date column, and so on for all the columns. Okay. So this is the only convention you need to follow. Put all the elements that you want to fetch and replace inside double curly brackets and create a database in a Google Sheet. Okay. Make sure you have the edit access to both the document as well as the sheet. Otherwise, this process would not work. By edit access, I mean to say that I can edit all the information inside the document and the database. So this must not be a shared file. This must be a file which you can own and edit on your own. Okay. So once all the things are clear, head over to AutoDocCreator.com. This is the tool which will help us automate the process. It just requires a Google Sheet and a Google document as we just talked about, and it automates the process of generating the PDFs for us. I'll quickly sign in with Google and I will choose one of my accounts over here. I'll select that particular account where I have the template as well as the database available. Click on continue, click on continue once again, and once you sign in you will land up on this particular window. So we'll quickly add the document and the sheet for our use case. So I'll just click on load template. I will choose the invoice professional invoice template. Then I'll click on load data source and I will select the invoice database. As I do both the things, you can see it automatically loads all the sheet settings. So we have sheet selection options. So you have, if you're using multiple sheets, you can define the sheet from this particular window. Then the row export options, so we can export all the rows, odd rows, even rows. You can select whole range of options from here. I'll go with exporting all the rows. You can even define range of rows, or you can define custom rows for your use case. Okay, so I'll go with all rows. And how we want to name the file. Okay, so we want to name the file as per the invoice number which is being used in this invoice number column. So I can select that particular column. Then I'll click on start mail merge. As I do that, you can see it starts processing the files, and just wait for a few seconds and it will automatically process each of the file and start downloading automatically one by one. So you can see the first file has been generated. Let's wait for the second file, that is also generated, and we need the last file which is to be generated. So let's wait for that. So we can see all the three files are generated and the status shows completed. Now let us go to the downloads folder and check how it has come out to be. Now I had generated these files earlier as well, so let me remove the previous files. These are the new set of files. So this is the first invoice. So you can see all the details of the first invoice have been fetched from the database and they have been mapped. As an example, this is invoice number one. So if you see the database invoice number one, then we have the date May 1, 2025 and the due date May 15, which is all present over here. Okay. Then we have the second invoice, which is invoice 2, May 2 and May 16, which is also shown over here. And finally, we have the last invoice, which is invoice number 3, May 3 and May 17. Okay. So which is shown over here. So all the three invoices have been correctly mapped and they have been generated one by one as per our requirement. So this is how you can quickly automate the entire process, and with the help of a document as a template and with the help of a database as the source, you can quickly automate and generate all the PDF files. Okay. So I hope this explanation was useful to you. If you have any questions or queries, you can simply comment below this video, or you can reach out to me at notion for my use @gmail.com. That is where I will be able to assist you with all the queries. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.